Hello, dear students. Welcome to today's episode where we dive into the state of Indian railways. With increasing accidents recently, concerns about safety and efficiency are at an all time high. And today, we will explore the reasons behind these accidents and the role of advanced technology like Kavach and the current state of freight and passenger services. Are railways earning enough to invest in safety and a better passenger experience? What do experts suggest to make our railways safer and more reliable? Let's explore these critical questions. Okay, students, first thing first. Indian Railways are known as the backbone of India, and it is one of the largest and busiest rail networks in the world. It carries millions of passengers and significant freight daily. And it's not just a means of transport, but also a lifeline for economic activities, social connectivity, and regional development. However, with an increase in the frequency of accidents in recent years, the spotlight has shifted to the safety standards within the system. And accidents like Balasore crash in 2023 and the recent one where Agartala Lokmanya Tilak railway, it got derailed. So, and these accidents, it leads to significant casualties. It highlight the urgency of addressing railway safety. अब हम ऐसे जब एक्सीडेंट्स के बारे में सुनते हैं पढ़ते हैं तो ये क्वेश्चन भी आता है, क्या रेलवेज अब इतने सुरक्षित हैं कि वो पैसेंजर्स को जो कैरी करके लेके जा रहे हैं कि प्रॉपर तरीके से हैंडलिंग हो रही है कि नहीं. एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू रिपोर्ट्स देयर हैज़ बीन एन अपवर्ड ट्रेंड इन सच एक्सीडेंट्स. और ऐसे एक्सीडेंट्स हम देख रहे हैं कि आजकल काफ़ी ज़्यादा सुनने में आ रहे हैं कि फलाना जगह पर कोई ट्रेन पटरियों से डीरेल हो गई है, राइट. एंड these incidents it mostly attributed to factors such as poor maintenance, outdated infrastructure, human errors, and the lack of automated safety systems. And in response, Indian Railways has been modernizing its systems, but the question is it happening fast enough? So, the first we are going to discuss about is Kavach. Kavach, which you can say it can be a step toward safer railways. Now, what is Kavach? Yes, students, Indian Railways introduced Kavach, and it is basically it's an automatic train protection system (ATP), and it was introduced in the year 2020 to reduce accidents, particularly those caused by signal overshooting or human error. So, you can say that it's a signaling system designed to automatically stop a train before it hits another or passes a danger signal. मान लीजिए अगर कोई ट्रेन है वो टकराने वाली है और उसको सिग्नल भी मिला है लेकिन उसने वो जो सिग्नल है वो पास कर दिया है, उसने देखा नहीं है और ट्रेन भी सामने से आ रही है, तो एटीपी ऑटोमेटिक ट्रेन प्रोटेक्शन कवच की वजह से वो ऑटोमेटिकली ट्रेन रुक जाएगी. एंड this technology is developed indigenously and it works by using RFID. इंडिजिनियसली भारत में ही इसका निर्माण हुआ है और RFID रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी आइडेंटिफिकेशन और जीपीएस सिस्टम से ये लेस है ताकि इजीली ट्रेन के मूवमेंट को ट्रैक कर सके और मॉनिटर कर सके. और अगर कोई ऐसा इंसिडेंट सामने आ रहा है जहां पे संभावना है कि दो ट्रेन आपस में टकरा सकती हैं, तो कवच की सहायता से, कवच का मतलब क्या होता है, कवच इज एन हिंदी वर्ड एंड इट मीन्स शील्ड, राइट, प्रोटेक्शन. आप यहाँ पे देख पा रहे होंगे, यस, दिस इज अ कवच, राइट, अ वॉरियर, ही इज हैविंग शील्ड्स. तो ये दो ट्रेन को रोक रहा है, प्रोटेक्ट कर रहा है। तो कवच का भी यही रोल है। ऑटोमेटिकली दो अगर ट्रेन टकराने वाली हैं तो उसको रोक देता है। और किससे? कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजी इसमें है? RFID, रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी आइडेंटिफिकेशन एंड GPS systems to basically track and monitor train movements. But currently only 1500 hmm, 1500 kilometers of tracks are equipped with Kavach. Although plans are underway and to basically extend it to cover 6,000 kilometer by 2025, particularly on key routes. Key routes कौन से हैं? जैसे दिल्ली मुंबई and Delhi Havra, right? But students, this Kavach, recently the pace of implementation of Kavach, it raises concerns given the vast network we have. We have a network of around 68,000 किलोमीटर, राइट? सो इतने बड़े एरिया को कवर करने का भी जो कंसर्न्स है वो है, क्योंकि each kilometer of track it cost around 50 lakh for installation, and the slow rollout is partially due to high costs, but safety experts argue that the benefits far outweigh the expenses, right? यहाँ पे लिखा है it cost near about, yes, it cost 50 lakhs per kilometer and 70 lakh per locomotive. तो 1 किलोमीटर में अगर कवर इंस्टॉल करना है तो उसका जो कॉस्ट आता है इट्स अराउंड 50 लाख। और इसी एक रीजन ये भी है कि जो प्लान रोल आउट हो रहा है बहुत स्लो इम्प्लीमेंट हो रहा है। लेकिन एक्सपर्ट्स का क्या कहना है कि अगर हम इसको इंस्टॉल कर देते हैं तो जो बेनिफिट है इट विल फार आउटवे द एक्सपेंसेस, राइट? एंड देन वी हैव फ्रीड सर्विसेज। Students, free services are the, you can say, are the revenue backbone of Indian Railways. It contributes a significant portion of earning. Okay, जैसे कार्गोस जो ले जाते हैं वो वाली ट्रेन, मालगाड़ी जैसे। और ये इंडियन रेलवे का रेवेन्यू सबसे ज्यादा कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं। ऑन द अदर हैंड, पैसेंजर सर्विसेज, जो पैसेंजर कैरिंग सर्विसेज होती हैं, जो जिन ट्रेन में हम जाते हैं, पैसेंजर्स जाते हैं, so these passenger services, although we know that they are vital for social mobility and uh, they are quite important, right? But the thing is uh, they often operate at a loss. Why? Because you might not realize, but Indian Railways they issue subsidized fares to their passengers. जो हमें जो हम फेयर पे करते हैं, टिकट का हम प्राइस पे करते हैं, it is often subsidized, वो subsidized प्राइस है। और एक्चुअल में इंडियन रेलवे को नुकसान होता है। So Indian Railways made strides in increasing the efficiency of its freight network. तो इसीलिए इंडियन रेलवे ने कोशिश करी है कि वो अपने फ्रेट नेटवर्क को और ज्यादा इंक्रीज करे, उसकी एफिशिएंसी को इंक्रीज करे। दैट इज द रीजन इंडियन रेलवे दे हैव इंट्रोड्यूस्ड dedicated freight corridors which is aimed to segregate passenger and freight traffic, दोनों के ट्रैफिक को सेग्रीगेट किया जाए। एंड द नेशनल रेल प्लान 2030, National Rail Plan 2030. Yes, this rail plan, this initiative, it also envisions new high-speed freight corridors to boost economic activities, right? But students, despite these efforts, the income generated from both passenger and freight services is often insufficient to cover the cost of maintenance and modernization. And it leaves safety and passenger experience compromised, because we have seen that the infrastructure of railways, it's aging, and we have overcrowded trains, outdated signaling system. So safety sometimes we are seeing that safety sometimes it takes a back seat when it comes to investment priorities. And there's a report, it suggests that the railways require massive annual investments to ensure not just profitability but also the safe operation of services, right? And one of the core issues, which is also mentioned in this article, is the lack of adequate funding for consistent safety upgrades. Like the Rashtriya Rail Sanraksha कोष एक फंड है जिसका नाम है राष्ट्रीय रेल संरक्षा कोष. इट वाज सेट अप इन द ईयर 2017 with a 1 lakh crore fund over 5 years specially for सेफ्टी रिलेटेड प्रोजेक्ट्स के लिए ये फंड स्टैब्लिश किया गया था. लेकिन एक्सपर्ट्स का क्या कहना है? Experts argue that while funds exist, the implementation is lagging. And additionally, human resource management it plays a significant role. There we have overworked staff, especially locomotive drivers, which contribute to the rise in accidents due to fatigue and stress. Over crowded trains है, लेकिन understaffed रेलवे है. रेलवेज में अंडरस्टाफ्ड है, जितने रिक्वायर्ड है उतने वर्कर्स नहीं है काम करने के लिए. और लोकोमोटिव ड्राइवर्स जो ट्रेन को चलाते हैं, दे आर मोस्टली फैटिग्ड एंड दे आर स्ट्रेस्ड, क्योंकि इतना ज़्यादा उन पे वर्क प्रेशर होता है. And students, another aspect is track maintenance is another area which demands attention, because while some modernized tracks, such as the use of concrete sleepers, it help improve durability, we have some sections of railway networks which still rely on older, less reliable systems. Okay, we need better trained coaches for safety. And like the one thing which is also mentioned in this article is LHB design coaches, and it was introduced for better safety, but they are not yet universally used across passenger trains, so it further increases the risk of accidents in high density corridors, right? And uh, Indian Railways, although Indian Railways has been striving to improve passenger experience, but many complaints persist, from cleanliness to punctuality. And we have also experienced this. हमारा फर्स्ट हैंड एक्सपीरियंस अपने हम होगा कि हम ट्रेन का वेट कर रहे हैं और ट्रेन या फिर लेट है या फिर क्लीन नहीं है प्रॉपर. Delays to outdated infrastructure are common, and maintenance issues, traffic bottlenecks, it frequently play key roles. कई बार हमने देखा है कि जो की रूट्स होते हैं जैसे दिल्ली टू हावड़ा, वहां पर delays, outdated infrastructure, it's quite common. And some express trains, although they have seen improvements with newer, faster rakes, the overall passenger experience it still leaves much to be desired. And अगर हम बात करते हैं कि कुछ न्यू ट्रेन्स जो इंट्रोड्यूस की गई जैसे वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस, दिस train promises a better experience for high-end travelers, but these advancements are not reflected in general passenger trains. जो जनरल पैसेंजर ट्रेन है उनमें ये एक्सपीरियंस, उनमें ये एडवांसमेंट रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं होता है. So to improve maintenance, railways need more funds, but with stagnant revenues and increasing operational cost, balancing safety as passenger comfort, it remains a difficult task. So What should Indian Railways focus on? See, experts agree that while Kavach is a good step, it's a good step, but its slow implementation is worrying. And they suggest prioritizing routes with highest traffic and uh, accident frequency. They say कि हमें जो हाईएस्ट ट्रैफिक रूट्स है उसको प्रायोरिटाइज करना चाहिए. सो कुछ रिकमेंडेशन है, जैसे ह्यूमन रिसोर्स अपग्रेडेशन, बेटर ट्रेनिंग, और जो वर्कर्स है लोको पायलट्स स्पेशली उनको बेटर ट्रेनिंग दी जाए. मोर ह्यूमेन वर्किंग आवर्स शुड बी प्रोवाइडेड फॉर देम so that it can significantly reduce human errors. An automated track inspection system could help identify weak points before they can cause accidents. So it's going to save lots of money in the long run. And this and another thing which has been suggested by many experts is encouraging private investment, especially in fleet services. So, because private in participation, it could free up resources for passenger service modernization. And the last thing is basically Indian Railways should invest more in research and development to basically develop indigenous solution for track, coach, and safety technology. So, students, Indian railways, uh, uh, we can have better experience, but the challenge of balancing safety, revenue generation, and passenger experience, it remains a daunting task. And only by prioritizing safety, ensuring better maintenance, and utilizing advanced technologies can Indian Railways hope to meet the needs of growing population while keeping its passengers safe. Right? So thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with others. We'll be back with more insights into India's key factors.